Greetings and welcome back to the Nuff Said Bongotezz server. That's what I'm calling it anyway. Been doing quite a bit of work since we last spoke, and in particular I have been outfitting this area here, which I'm tempted to call the Golconda, and basically mixing in all sorts of different bushes, different flowering petals. I made some custom trees out of various woods. So this is like a willow tree with willow, but this is an amaranth with amaranth shaped, custom shaped. This is maple with amaranth. Somewhere I mixed a bunch of stuff together. Here's amaranth with maple. I just tried to mix it all up. And then I think Bongo left me these firefly jars. So I thought those felt really cool. And this all continues. I've got some dark wood mixed in. And this all continues up here to a second layer. Well, really, this is the entrance to my main building. Now I do need to put a little bit more up here. I ran out of flowers and such. And then over here there's even another terraced layer, just to kind of mix it up a little bit. Again, I need to add some stuff up here so you kind of see a second layer. So yeah, just beautifying my area. I really love the warm sunstones. And the next thing I've been working on is a bunch of... So I've kind of almost got most of my main build. I still am thinking about doing a pool and some other stuff. And the next thing I'm really thinking about doing is just getting into some of these mods to make life easier. So I've used the rolling machine to make some different kind of plates. I've got a blast furnace. I actually don't remember why I made the blast furnace. I made a steam dynamo and a redstone furnace so I can turn all this extra, whatever this is called, rotten flesh into leather. And I've got over here my crude blast furnace. Oh yeah, I was trying to make steel, and then I realized I had to use this kind to make steel. And I built a kiln to mix some stuff together to make something, I don't remember what. And then there's this son of a bee. So this was my actual ultimate goal. This is a rock crusher, and when it has power, it can crush gravel down to sand. It can crush cobblestone down to gravel. And sometimes when you're crushing gravel, you'll actually get diamonds. So I had the bright idea to set up this rock crusher, which... basically, look, this is from the Railcraft mod. It basically looks really simple, right? Here's a rock crusher, and I put all this stuff together, and it's great. What I didn't realize is it's a multi-block structure. It has to be 3 by 2 by 2, or 12 blocks. So you can see there's 3, let's call this horizontal, 2 vertical. So 6 blocks on the bottom, and then a second layer, and it turns into this giant rock crusher. Now the second issue I had is I could not figure out how to get this thing power. I tried using megajoules from some mods. I tried using EU. I tried using RF. I tried using steam power from the mod itself, Railcraft, and I have a steam boiler. Now there is one cool sort of offshoot effect of this, and I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with this steam yet. But you'll notice it acts like water. Oh, whoops. I killed my flowers. But it makes like fog, liquid fog or steam. Now I'm not sure if that steam will dissipate over time. And also I just realized, yep, it wiped out all my flowers. So that was not a very good... did any more of them go on here? I gotta put back my flowers. I don't know where this one was exactly. Somewhere over here. That's a nice contrast. And okay. So yeah. So I've got steam, which I can use I want to use it creatively in a build. Again, I don't know if it dissipates over time, whatever. But yeah, I built the steam boiler, and then I tried a bunch of different connecting things. Like, for example, you can see that filling up with steam connecting into here, and that didn't work. And what I finally found out that you have to do if you're using Railcraft, I did a bunch of prototyping in creative because I was so frustrated. It took me a long time to figure out that what I need to do is I need to build one of these steam turbine housing, which is another 3x2x2 and uses a lot of steel and another charge motor. So I've got to create 12 of these bad boys and create this giant box somewhere over here, which I'm going to do. And then the steam power from the boiler will go, I can transport the steam into the steam turbine, and then I can use what's called a shunting wire to transport electricity from the steam turbine back to the rock crusher. That's a lot. That's saying a mouthful. So as I was frustrated doing all that, Bongo and Shipwreck and others were trying to kind of help me figure this out. And Shipwreck actually came up with a solution which would have a good amount of power output. And he gave me a bat box, which I don't know how to actually use this thing. I tried putting coal in it. Maybe it needs lava. I'm not sure. And he connected the bat box to an IndustrialCraft charge feeder. And when you power it on, it does power up the rock crusher. Now, I don't actually know how to get the bat box working because I don't really know these mods. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually... So here's... did he give me a tier 1 or a tier 2? I can't really tell. 40,032 EU output. So I think this is an EU output, and this converts EU into the charge. So yeah, this is a Railcraft block that turns EU into charge and then uses the Railcraft shunting wire. There's another Railcraft block that I found out. It's called the flux transformer. So this takes RF and it changes RF into charge, which is what this uses, something called charge. The problem again is this is another 2x2x2 block. So this is another big fat block that would be dotting the landscape. So luckily the IndustrialCraft 2 is the smallest solution. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually try to craft the hydro thing and get that working. And then I'll probably figure out how to get the... Actually, you know what I'll do? I'll do the hydro thing first. And then maybe I'll do the flux transformer. And then lastly, I'll do this bat box. Just so I can say I've done all 3 power sources. And show you what happens with the rock crusher. So I'm going to take a while to craft all this junk up. And go mining and get all the stuff I need for steel. And all that sort of jazz. So I'll probably do that offline. Yep. And you can't put coal in this. You have to put charcoal in this, which is really, really weird and annoying. Okay. I'll be right back. Okay. So while I'm waiting for all the coke and coke ovens and iron and steel and blah, blah, blah to cook up, I've decided to get to work on the pool area. And this is actually going to be an indoor-outdoor pool, which is to say the pool will be outside and then it'll go under the glass and continue inside. So we're going to get the outside bit done first. And I decided what I want to do is... Where's my chisel? Oh, okay. I basically... One second. Okay, had to cough. I basically want to have like a smooth marble walls, and then around the floor of the pool is going to be a prismarine, but it's not going to be the same texture as the walls in there. So I'm going to use my chisel to chisel it out. And then around the rim of the pool, I need some sort of other color, or like marble, but like with a little bit of pattern. But this will be smooth. And then over here, I'm going to go with some stairs down into the pool. And since the only real stair block that I could find in a really white is the quartz, or the aesthetic quartz, which is pretty much the same as quartz. There's castle brick, which I don't know where to get that. I don't think I can make castle brick. Yeah, it's Twilight Forest. So basically I need quartz. So I'm going to need a little bit more quartz than what I actually have in my inventory. But that's fine. And for the flooring of the pool, which, I just realized I need to dig down another layer. Is that right? I need to dig down another layer? Yeah, because this is going to get covered. Shoot. Okay, so for the flooring of the pool, I want to use some sort of prismarine. But I don't want the same pattern, so let's go ahead and see what sort of What? Oh. Wait a minute. Can't chisel that? What are these? Prismarine. It says that I can chisel prismarine. Why can I not chisel prismarine? Does it need to be prismarine bricks? Oh, that would be prismarine brick. Oh no. Is that what I have to chisel? Okay. Can I take just regular prismarine and chisel it? Prismarine. Oh, I can't? Oh, no. Oh, well. I definitely don't have enough prismarine bricks to do this then. Shucks. Well, maybe my pool's just going to be prismarine lined in that case. Okay, let's take a look at these possible marble chisels and determine which one we want. Now, I kind of wish there was one with like this pattern, but with a texture on the top, because I want the top to stand out from the sides. But let's take a look at which ones have top patterns. There's the encased bricks. There's mosaic. Oh, maybe I should take road to match the pattern inside of those blocks there. It's similar to French. Here we go. Let's see how this looks. I think this may actually be too much texture on the inside. So, yeah, it's actually going to be too much texture on the inside. So, you know what? I may actually end up going with something like this after all. Greek capped pillar. Scribed pillar. What's the difference between plain capped wide pillar and plain capped Greek pillar? Okay, the dots on it are farther apart. Let's try this one. Let's try this one here. Oh, it does have a... It does have a thing. Oh, that doesn't look right. Because this one doesn't have it. Okay. So instead of that one, let's try... What did we do? Plain capped wide pillar. Plain capped Greek pillar. I don't think this is going to work. Nope. Ah, sugar popsies. Well, now I know. So does that mean all of these pillars are going to have that look? I think they are, actually. Okay. Darn. In that case, that's another pillared one. Well, it's different though. Oh boy. Decisions. The problem with Dent is that Dent also, it looks good as a single block, but it's also going to have that connected texture when I put multiple blocks together. I think. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want that connected texture around the pool. Oh. So, let's, I think encased bricks is also going to be connected. Is there a big tiles? This one. We may have to go with this, oh shoot, classic big tiles look. Although I kind of feel like it's a bit of a cop-out. See, this, to me, this looks more bathroomy than pool-y. So we're not going to go with big tiles either. All right, let me play with this. Okay, and there is most of the finished pool. Obviously, I need to add the water, but I also need to add a couple more quartz stairs. So I'm going to have to go into the nether. And then probably put some, like, tables and seating around here. And I'm trying to decide what sort of decking I might put out here. If I'm going to leave it grass, or I'm going to put up something like, I don't know if I'll extend the wood out here. I don't think outdoor should be wood. I think it should be some sort of a more of a tile of some kind, like a maybe. Well, I'll probably end up using the limestone, which I used for the worm stone tiles. So make it all sort of matching. That might be cool. And fill this up with water. And there we go, all full of water. Looks pretty cool, I guess. I just realized it's kind of in the shape of a P. And maybe I should extend this over to here and make it in the shape of an R. No. But I am missing these quartz stairs, so that's my next task is to get the quartz, which is a good coincidence because I actually need to go get 8 glowstone from the nether anyway. Alright, enough said. I'm out.